Alright, so I'm going to get to doing my Fed A run here, part of the streak that I started a couple months ago. And it was all on tablet up until now, and then now I'm switching to doing it on the computer and streaming it at the same time, which is pretty cool. But I'm still pretty new to doing the whole streaming thing, and then also I've just done 2 practice runs on the computer, so you know, it's pretty similar, but still getting used to a few of the hotkeys. So I've been doing the ships in random order once each, so I've gone through the cycle twice now, and then I've done 10 ships, and then usually I actually like to roll the random for the next one at the end of a run, which is why I already know that I'm doing the Fed A here, which is an okay ship, not a great ship, but an okay one. And so let's see, I was going to do the woodland, I think, is what I was thinking of. And do some woodland creatures here. So, got badger. Fox. Got a mole. And how about a bear? Alright. Make sure we got everything set right here. Hard, advanced content enabled, Fed A. Alright, I think we are good to go. So let's start up. So the worst thing about the Fed A, I mean there's a couple things about it that are not great. The artillery beam is not the ideal system. And then while the burst laser 2 is an awesome weapon, only having one weapon in the beginning is a little risky, especially with ships being able to flee. So there might be times you have to wait for Artie to get close to firing before shooting back some more. Just gonna check out the sector layout. Not gonna see this jump for sure, but you can probably see most of them. We don't really have anything to sell. You know, we only have the burst laser 2, so you don't really need a store. But still like to see them sometimes. Could probably take some of these nebula jumps. I think I'm going to hit over here first. Distress beacons would definitely be good because we've got the NG and the rock. Alright, right into a sun, but at least it's a ship. Combat drone, mini beam. The combat drone is actually what's a little more dangerous here, just because mini beam can't hurt us unless we get, you know, solar flared in the shields, which could definitely happen. Alright, I already made a mistake though, because I was meant to switch my crew around. So for this one I'm just going to keep it here instead of messing around with it mid-fight, but I have to remember to do that after this fight. Already being powered. Now, I can vent, which is probably what I'm going to do if I drop below 50, help with the targeting so it doesn't hit my weapon. It doesn't affect the combat drone's targeting at all, but helps with a mini beam at least. So I can just vent this out some too. That's probably good. So let's see. So when I fire this, yeah, I think I want to hit the drone control and just hope for the best. That way we don't get a fire. If we do, I can run the rock over. Another option is also to hit their shields and make them take more damage from the fire, but it's a little bit of a greedy play. That's a gross combination right there. Right into the shields. So yeah, we're going to get that, and it's got a fire going already. So definitely want to hit the drone control because the mini beam's going to take a while to fire. Alright, and they don't have a buffer. That's great. So worst thing now is we're going to take some extra damage from the star probably. Might as well honestly just send him over to help out. He's a little slow at it, but no, never mind. Keep it for the FTL charge. Artie's still got a while to go. Alright. Can leave that broken, that's fine. Throw 2 up a little bit just in case that gets hit. Now I just want to make sure this drone stays down. Great, that's great. They haven't repaired it yet. Alright, so that's not a big deal. go fight that. Having him in shields doesn't really help us unless the combat drone's active. Alright. So here's where I want to start. Oh, yeah. Got pretty good dodge. I've been dodging a decent amount here. Alright, that's great. Artie's about to fire also, so that might kill them. It'd be great if we could get out of here before this thing flares again. Nope, not quite, but flare's gonna kill them probably. I don't think we can get out of here in time. Yeah, because it's gonna take too long for the message to come through. That's fine. Just 1 damage. Right, 18 scrap, that's not bad. Took a little bit of damage, but could have been a lot worse, especially with getting him the shields there. Right, so now, if I have time, I want to try and switch this crew around just a little bit. I'd rather have the rocket piloting. I'll bring the human up to weapons. I just want to make sure the rocket's getting there in time. I'll put the NG on doors once I heal them up. Yeah, you can go. So no distress, but that's fine. That connects it over here. So I might as well take some nebulas. First thing we're looking for, of course, is a second shield bubble. Then possibly a weapons buffer, possibly save the scrap. See how it goes. Another combat drone. So they just got the basic laser. It's gonna fire a couple seconds before. Should get him on the shield. Should have had him there already. Yeah, see, I may have. That's a little mistake right there, and right into the weapons. That's definitely a mistake that's on me right there. If I ran him over right away, he probably would have got that up in time. It's a little questionable, and that's why the shields buffer has value. I mean, not the shields buffer, the weapons buffer. Especially with just the single weapon. But hopefully they won't get one of those shots again. Get the O2 dropped again. Playing a little more carefully here right at the beginning. That's because it's like, I want to run the NG there to help with the repair for sure, but this is another problem with the ship. It's like not necessarily that big a deal unless this happens every single fight, or we get a really bad fight after this or something. Oh, that's a great miss. That's a great miss. That looked like that may have been coming for weapons one more time. I gotta put the O2 back on for sure. I'm pretty vented here. Alright, so hopefully this guy can charge up this time. Honestly, that combat drone stays over here. I might just try and hit him. No, I'm just gonna fire as fast as I can here. So just right into the drone control. Yeah, see, he's ducking behind it. That's fine now. Whew! They know what they're doing. That's that smart targeting list, that play right there. But now we're pretty much completely safe. So that was at least, what, 3 more damage I took there? That's just probably was all preventable from the start. So that's a little unfortunate, but we'll see. If it's a real tight run, that might matter. It might also, just give us a weapon somewhere and then just smooth sail and it won't matter at all. Honestly, like the shuffling from crew from like doors to shields the second you get into a fight when you realize you don't need them indoors anymore is like, it's one of those little micro mistakes that I feel like at least I do a lot. You know, especially when the hull is full. So you start getting low, you know, all those things, you're paying a lot of attention to it. But sometimes it's a little too late. But hopefully we'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to do the shields buffer. I don't do it on every ship, but I'm feeling it this run. Alright, definitely attack the ship. Alright, so we just have to worry about the missile and the boarders. So here's it, keep them the shields. Alright. So it sounds like they got a mantis. Trying to delay is breaking the door a little bit. So where's this missile going? Alright, so Artemis. Right? No, that's Alita. It doesn't have the extra fins. Yeah. Alright, great. Got all the hits there. That's a little closer than I probably should have called it. But totally fine. So once their TP is cooled down, they'll just take him back. Probably check on their crew and sensors. No, we're not nebula, it doesn't matter. They probably have 3 crew. You know, if they had 2 crew, I could let the other one teleport over, swap them around. I'm not going to try to get any fancy crew kills here with just the 1 weapon. It's just asking to let them run away. Triple dodge, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, see, I'm getting sloppy here. I got to be venting the O2 here, but not over here. Get back up with weapons. I want to keep it honest for weapons at least. I wasn't totally expecting that triple miss, but you know, these things happen. So you're good enough, you can get over there. Alright, so the FTL just gives it back to you. That's okay. Oh, okay, that's good. Glad they took that down. O2 is plenty low. See how they swap back though, because it still probably had a little residual charge or something, or just because they want to favor the left weapon. It's never totally clear to me. Porting to the NG, that's a bold tactic. Now we just need to hope this weapon isn't coming for our weapons. Looks like we're good. Oh, and another miss. Those are the misses we're looking for. Not that one so much, but good job, Artie. Might as well just throw you guys in there. I guess we broke their teleport there. They're really working to keep that Lido up. They must have a couple engines over there or something. Oh yeah, they repaired that quick. They may have had like 4 crew even. No, they would have been teleporting over with 2 if they had 4 crew, there's no way. Alright, so just 2 scraps short. Second shield. Don't need the store. Might as well just take these nebula jumps. Been working for us so far. 3 fights here. Yeah, that's great. That's definitely. That's not great though. So that's a Lido because they can only have 3 weapon power. Sector 1. So here's where we're definitely being safe. So you're gonna go right to shields. We're gonna vent. right into the weapons. So should be good with that. You know, I could even be trying to flicker my weapon power here, but it's pretty tricky in the nebula. Alright, so that's one with a breach, but not really a problem spot for the breach to be. That's great, so that's at least one damage we won't take. This should be a dodge, right? Close. This is where, you know, if we had a weapons buffer instead of putting into shields, there's an argument for that on the ship. But got their burst laser down too as well. Alright, right into shields. Not ideal, but we've got the buffer. It's on fire. Let's see how bad that fire is. Double fire. This is not a great ship preventing it, but O2 is already a bit low, so hopefully we can just go from this side, go from this side. And just keep their weapons down if possible, because it's not really a problem until the burst laser's going off. Oh, that's great. Been some fun dodges going on both sides this run already. Right, that's gonna go out in just a second there, yeah. So get the O2 back up. Oh, that's great. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. We got a breach there. That's. Do I have to run you over to a med bay? No, great. Artie's coming up. Just keep going into those weapons if you can. Alright. You've got to go heal for sure. Alright, let's get a good Artie swipe here. Alright, it's not so bad. Got their shields down. Alright. So bad. So that gets us shields. That's great. So that definitely prevents a lot of damage. Some fights that'll make us safe, and some fights that won't really do anything. Definitely gonna be running a little short arm power here though, which is tricky with wanting to run the Artie. I need to shuffle stuff around to pop up or dodge on missile shots or something, but not a big deal. Definitely want to save the scrap for a weapons buffer before we get any more power. Alright, just one empty jump. Yeah, the only thing to consider at the store would be repair, but 10 damage, not quite low enough for me to want to repair yet, at least. I can always still hit it going this way. And this is part of why. There we go. Got the. I didn't want to save that for the weapons buffer, but I also want to get the repair. If I knew this was happening, I probably would have skipped that. All right, so let's see. What do we got for jumps? We've got. Ooh, not quite 7 jumps. I don't think. You may only get 6 out of this. All right. So if this is 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Yeah. Well, we can hit this one. So we do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I don't think we're going to pay your offer. Also, we don't have the scrap. Is this all you got? Do you just have a basic laser? I think that's all you got. A bunch of NGs and a system repair. So don't think there's any chance of getting a crew kill from like some lucky fires or something. But what there is a big chance of here, I should have fixed this before also, because we don't even need the 2 shield bubbles here, is doing a little crew training. So let me just get set up here, heal him up. And then shields. And then just for whatever reason, throw you in there. Keep Artie off because we don't want that auto firing. Alright, so we should be set here. So I just got to turn on the speed hack, which is the only modification that I use from something called Cheat Engine, actually. But it lets you speed up the game, and I only use it for crew training just because otherwise this takes a long time. Which is what I always had to do on tablet. And so I have done training that's taken over an hour before on tablet, and I don't have any problem using the speed hack now. So here we go. Got it running. Should be good. Apply. Alright, so I'm just going to put up a quick break. Oh, I just realized starting soon was still up. Jeez, I got to get used to putting the text. That was the first time I've done it. Oh, my stream is disconnected. Jesus. So apparently I've been having some internet problems. I'm not sure how long it's been going on, but I'm going to try and sort that out quick.